Hello everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Again, it's me, your lactation consultant, Nurse Alone. Magbibigay sa inyo na naman ng lesson about breastfeeding. So, in the past, I did a video about transition from bottle to breastfeeding. So now I'm going to do transition from breastfeeding to bottle feeding. Dahil ito ang kalimitang problema ng mga nanay who is planning to go back to work. So today, magbibigay ako sa inyo ng some tips, strategies, ways on how you can convince the baby to drink from the bottle or any other feeding tools para makapagtrabaho kayo at magkaroon kayo ng kita. So, hindi madali, at sinabi ko before, hindi madali sa baby, sa ibang mga baby, ang quick transition, especially sa mga babies na may minsan health complications such as babies who have orofacial problem, yung mga baby na may tongue tie or baby na medyo maiksi ang tongue, or baby na maliliit ang mga lips, or baby na preterm, or baby na maliliit. So, minsan talaga itong mga sitwasyon na to, ito ang nagko-cause ng challenges sa mga moms to do transitions from breastfeeding to bottle or bottle to breastfeeding. But ang one of the biggest challenges talaga ng mga nanay when it comes to transition from breastfeeding to bottle ay yung dislike ng baby na ayaw talaga nila sa artificial nipple, sa bottle. So, dinidemo ko ito before. If you watch my previous video, you can go back or some of the steps that I've used. But I'm gonna do it again para lang sa transition na to from breastfeeding to bottle feeding. Now, ang preference ni baby, let's say for how many months you're going back to work after a year maybe. So, baby medyo malaki na because it's been a year. Some moms will go back to work after 6 months. So, baby is starting to eat already solid food. So, during that time period, medyo hindi nahirap masyado to do transition from the breast to the bottle. But for those moms na mag-umpisa lang mga 3 months as gustong-gusto talagang mag-mix feeding, yun ang medyo mahirapan talaga. So, here's the thing. When you do transition from breastfeeding to bottle, do it again slowly, just like what I taught for the bottle to breastfeeding. Slowly, okay? Teaching the baby how to fall in love with the bottle, okay? Now, I would suggest, ito yung sometimes, may ibang feeding tools, hindi lang bote, okay? If you're going back to work. You can teach the baby to eat from a cup. You can teach the baby to eat from the spoon. But pag medyo malaki na si baby, itong cup at itong spoon, minsan itatapon lang yan ni baby kasi magalaw na itong mga age na to eh. Maganda lang magamit ng cups o kaya spoon kung medyo below 6 months pa si baby na hindi pa masyadong active. But for babies na mga 6 months and above, up to 1 year na you're going back to work, malikot na si baby. So, bote is good. Some moms in our breastfeeding clinic, they use sippy cups for, what do you call this one? For feeding the baby. Now, kung mas komportable ka talaga sa bote, I would suggest, let's say, you have a month to prepare before you go back to work. Start ka nang mag-train ni baby, okay? It won't happen in a night, it won't happen in a day or a week, okay? Minsan talaga, it takes a week or 2 weeks bago mo talaga ma-train si baby to fall in love with the bottle. Now, itong sinasabi ko before, when it is time for feeding time, kung po pwedeng umalis ka muna, mami. Okay? Let's say, alam mo na si baby gustong mag-breakfast, umalis ka muna. Si lola o si daddy o si older siblings sa inyong house, yun muna ang mag-feed ni baby. Kasi pag naamoy ni baby yung milk mo, pag lumapit ka, doon talaga gumaganon si baby, nag-reach out sa iyo na kumakalapit, I don't know, clinging to you to latch. So pag nandyan ka, lagi kang nakikita during feeding, nawawala yung attention ni baby doon sa bote or doon sa whatever feeding sippy cup na gagamitin mo. So, stay away for after the feeding, bago ka, when you come back. And one thing too na isa ko yung trick sa tinuturo ko sa mga pasyente ko is when you have the baby and naglalaro lang, hindi gutom si baby, give the baby the bottle. Okay, give the baby the bottle. Let the baby play with the nipple. Okay, play with the nipple. Dahil kailangan na yun. And some tricks, there's one trick too that you can use. Kung may pacifier ka, start putting milk, your milk, in the pacifier. Isusubsub mo sa, let's say you put your milk in a little glass or cup. Breast milk or whatever milk you have. I-dip mo yung pacifier doon sa milk, dip it, tapos let the baby suck. Dip it, let the baby suck. Parang naglalaro kayong dalawang mag-ina. Okay? This is the way on how you can train the baby to taste the milk, formula man or breast milk man from the nipple. Kasi pacifier is also an artificial nipple, right? So, parang ang bilis gawin, pero you know what? There's so many moms who really struggled for days, even weeks. Now, iti-train lang talaga si baby on how to fall in love with the bottle. Dahil, alam niyo naman, imagine kung 6 months kayong magsama, every day, nagbe-breastfeed sa'yo si baby 6 or 8 times a day, then, babaliktarin mo lang, ilagay mo sa bote. Such a big adjustment. Could you imagine? So, nahihirapan din ng baby. Kahit kayo nahihirapan din as a mother, mas nahihirapan din ng baby. Because could you imagine, this is a new learning journey na kailangan matutunan nila for that long period of time. So, kailangan talaga yung more than 100% patience. Lagi ko itong sinasabi. When you're teaching new step to the baby. Just like when you're teaching your baby how to walk, pag mga 11 months na, 12 months na, ganun din kahirap when you're teaching your baby how to hold a bottle, how to suck from the bottle. So, intindihin nyo, wag kayong frustrated kaagad. Have more than 100% patience. At, you know one thing too, ito ang napapansin ko in my nursing experience. Ito din ang mali na nakikita ko. Okay? Minsan, yung mga husband, wala ding support doon sa mga nanay. Okay? Pag umiyak na si baby, si husband kaagad, padidihin mo na lang yan, wag mo nang paiyakin. Or si mother-in-law, nakikialam din. Or si nanay, si lola, nakikialam. So, just give that support to the mother. Okay? The mother is really trying hard to train the baby. Kung walang support from the partner or from the mother-in-law or from the mother or lola or lolo, lalo na ang lolo. Ang lolo minsan, to be honest, this is my experience when I was doing home visit. Yung lolo, ang umiinit kaagad yung ulo pag narinig na umiiyak yung apo. Ayaw nilang umiyak yung apo. It's okay to be iyakin. As long as you know na hindi gutom yung baby. Okay? As long as you know na walang sakit yung baby. The baby needs to learn, but not quickly, okay? Slowly the baby will learn. It's just that the mom needs the support, okay? Now, if there comes to the point na minsan talaga you feel guilty, of course, mother ka lang. You feel guilty, makikita mo baby mo nagsa-struggle talaga. After the feeding, just cuddle your baby. Just cuddle your baby. That makes you feel better. Kasi nawawala yung guilt mo. At, the baby feels, continuous bonding kahit na hindi siya laging naglalat sa'yo. Just continue bonding, okay? And in terms of, if you want to maintain yung breast milk mo, so making sure that you are continually, if you have a time sa work mo, pumping every 3 hours. You can watch my video again on how to pump while at work. There are so many strategies that I mentioned there kung paano, how you can prepare yourself, how you can give yourself privacy, how you can increase your milk kahit na nag-work ka. So watch my videos on that para may ideas ka on how to keep your baby healthy. So, your baby gonna be happy no matter what, as long as you share your love, bond your baby, kahit na you're not there all the time for feeding, but when the time comes and nandyan ka, give your baby a big hug and just cuddle, okay? So, it's okay to do bottle feeding. I am a lactation consultant and I do promote breastfeeding, pero sa mga nanay na talagang kailangan nilang mag-work, kailangan nilang gawin na mag-mix feeding, kailangan nilang yung iba nag-quit ng breastfeeding dahil sa some very important reason, go ahead. I know how much you love your baby. Just make sure na hindi nyo pabayaan yung needs ng baby kahit na hindi nagbe-breastfeed, okay? So I hope na may natutunan na naman kayo dito sa video na to on how to do transition from breastfeeding to formula feeding. It's not easy, to be honest, it's not easy. Napifeel ko yan sa mga pasyente ko that they come to my clinic, they cry, they feel guilty, feeling nila napakasama nilang mom, feeling nila ginajudge sila ng pamilya nila, ng family members nila, dahil nga gusto nilang mag-mix feeding kahit na ayaw ng lolo o biyanan. So, you know what? Ikaw ang nanay, ikaw ang the boss with your baby, okay? It's okay for them to be to be sometimes mabubunga nga sa iyo. Huwag niyo lang pansinin. Ganyan talaga ang mga kasi yun ang kinagisna ng mga ninuno natin. So ginaya na rin nila. So just make sure if you're the mother-in-law right now or ikaw ang lola, lolo, partner, make sure you support your partner, your wife, the mother of your baby. Dahil siya ang mas may nakakaalam kung anong the best care for the baby. Bye for now and thanks again for watching. Have a really nice day.